Hello everyone. In the chapter Aldehydes, Ketones and Carboxylic acid, today I'll be talking about nucleophilic addition, elimination of aldehydes and ketones with ammonia derivatives, then haloform reaction, aldol condensation, cross aldol condensation, and Cannizzaro reaction. Nucleophilic addition, elimination of aldehydes and ketones with ammonia derivatives. Aldehydes and ketones undergo addition elimination reaction with some ammonia derivatives to give you product containing imines group. Imines group means carbon is bonded with nitrogen atom with double covalent bond, and the reaction is reversible. It will take place in weakly acidic medium, and the substituted imine is called as Schiff base. Now we are going to learn 5 ammonia derivatives by which we are going to study the reaction of aldehydes or ketones. Here the 5 ammonia derivatives are: number 1, hydroxylamine NH2OH, number 2, hydrazine, 3, phenylhydrazine NH2NHC6H5, semicarbazide NH2NHCONH2, and 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. How elimination addition reaction happen with aldehydes or ketones with these ammonia derivatives? Let's see one example here. Let's take acetaldehyde having CHO group and it is reacting with hydroxylamine. Hydroxylamine is NH2OH. First, what will happen? This NH2OH will totally be added to this aldehyde in the same way like in the earlier nucleophilic reaction the compound used to be added, or the nucleophile used to be added to the carbon. In the same manner, the NHOH will be added to carbon and hydrogen will be going to this oxygen atom. And after that, one water molecule will be eliminated from this adduct to give you oxime or imine group. This is imine group, carbon and nitrogen having double covalent bond. The compound would be formed as called as acetaldehyde. Now, let's suppose we have a compound like acetone or aldehyde. It is undergoing reaction with hydroxylamine. So the final product would be formed is called as oxime. If the another ammonia derivative which is hydrazine with formula NH2NH2, the compound would undergo nucleophilic addition elimination reaction and you will get to see the formation of hydrazone. When phenylhydrazine is adding up to this compound and after elimination of water you will get to see the product called as phenylhydrazone. So basically zine is turning up into zone if you are taking semicarbazide and it is undergoing reaction with any acetone or you can say ketone or aldehyde, you will get to see the formation of semicarbazone. And the last 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine is undergoing reaction with ketone or aldehyde to give you 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone after the addition elimination reaction of aldehydes and ketones with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. At the last, I would say all ketones and aldehydes give similar reaction and the resultant products would be having high molecular mass and they are crystalline solids. So these are the reactions which are become very useful for the characterization of original aldehydes and ketones. Now next is haloform reaction. This reaction is given by acetaldehyde and all methyl ketones means with carbonyl group at least one alkyl group should be methyl group and the all alcohol containing CH3CHOH group. So when an alcohol or methyl ketone is warmed with sodium hydroxide and iodine, you will get to see the formation of yellow PPT, which is of iodoform. Here, sodium hypoiodite used to be produced in situ by the reaction of NaOH and iodine. During this reaction, sodium salt of carboxylic acid is formed, which contains one carbon less than the substrate you have taken in the reaction, and the methyl group is converted into halo form. For example, if you are taking acetone and it is oxidized by sodium hypoiodite or NaOI, you will get to see the formation of sodium acetate, NaOH, and yellow precipitate of iodoform. Now the next is aldol condensation. Aldol condensation is aldehyde which is having at least one alpha hydrogen atom will undergo the reaction in presence of dilute alkali like NaOH or KOH or sodium carbonate as a catalyst, and they will form beta hydroxyaldehydes or aldol. This reaction is known as aldol reaction or aldol condensation. Formation of aldol is an addition reaction. Aldol formed from aldehyde having alpha hydrogen undergoes subsequent elimination of water molecule on warming, give rise to alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Now let's see how the reaction will happen. For example, this is one aldehyde. We have taken two molecules because we are doing condensation. And in presence of NaOH, what will happen? One molecule will add up into another molecule, or we can say on the carbonyl group. So on addition, this alpha hydrogen atom will go to the oxygen, bonded with oxygen, rest whole molecule will get bonded with the carbon atom to form aldol. And on further elimination of water, you will get to see this OH group will take up hydrogen from here and form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Let's take the example. If we are taking two ethanol molecules, this is alpha hydrogen of ethanol. This alpha hydrogen will go to oxygen of carbonyl group and rest whole molecule will be bonded to carbon atom in this way. And what will happen next? There would be elimination of one water molecule. So this one alpha hydrogen will take up this hydroxyl group to eliminate water molecule, and there would be one bond develop in between these two carbon atoms to form alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or bute-2-enol. It is actually nucleophilic addition elimination reaction. In the first step, there would be the addition of one aldehyde into the another aldehyde, and in the second step there is the elimination of water molecule. Now ketones. When ketone is containing at least two alpha hydrogen atom, then it will undergo this kind of condensation to give you alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Similarly, one molecule will be added to this another molecule of ketone to give you a ketol, and on the elimination of water molecule you will get to see the formation of 4-methyl pent-3-ene-2-O. Now cross aldol condensation. Cross aldol condensation refers to aldol condensation which is taking place in different kind of aldehydes or ketones, and both the aldehydes or ketones should contain alpha hydrogen atoms, and we will get to see the formation of mixture of products. For example, if you are mixing ethanol and propanol, ethanol will undergo self condensation, propanol will undergo self condensation. So two products we will be getting from here. Then ethanol will add up to propanol, and after elimination you will get third product, and propanol add up to ethanol to get you the fourth product after the elimination of water. So the four product after the self condensation and cross condensation of ethanol and propanol you will get is crotonaldehyde, 2-methyl pentane 3, 2-methyl pent 2-enol, 2-methyl but 2-enol and pent 2-enol. Now the next Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is the reaction which is given by aldehydes only having no alpha hydrogen. Aldehydes undergo self-oxidation reduction on heating with concentrated alkali. This is the example of disproportionation reaction. In Cannizzaro reaction, one molecule of an aldehyde is reduced to alcohol and the second molecule will be oxidized to carboxylic acid salt. For example, formaldehyde and benzaldehyde both are not having any alpha hydrogen, so two molecules in presence of concentrated NaOH will give you sodium formate and methanol. Similarly, benzaldehyde in presence of KOH you will get to see the formation of potassium benzoate and benzyl alcohol. If you see cross Cannizzaro reaction, when a mixture of formaldehyde and non-ionizable aldehyde with no alpha hydrogen will be treated with strong base, so formaldehyde will be oxidized to formic acid, and what will happen, formic acid will further convert into sodium formate with the reaction of NaOH, and another alcohol will be formed which is coming from benzaldehyde, and this is benzyl alcohol. So this is your cross Cannizzaro reaction.